So let's take a look at number 1. So it says when 1/3 k plus 1/4 k equals 1, what is the value of k? So given the tips that I laid out before, we should start with plugging in this middle term. So I want you to, in a minute on your own, go ahead and take that 7/2 and plug it in for k. You're going to plug it in for both sets of k's. And then remember, whatever answer you get, if it is bigger than 1, then that means that you actually need to choose smaller answers. If the number you get when you plug in 7/2 is smaller than 1, then you would start by plugging in some of the bigger numbers. So go ahead and take a few minutes and see what you come up with, and then we will go over it together. So when you plug in 7/2, make sure that in your calculator you're using either the fraction button or you're using parentheses appropriately. So a lot of you might be plugging it in like this, 1 divided by 3. Make sure that's in parentheses, as well as the 7/2 being in parentheses. And same thing goes for the 1/4. So when you plug that into your calculator, you get 2.04, somewhere right around there. So because that number is larger than 1, that means that we need to pick numbers that are smaller. Okay, so we're going to go up our list here, and we're going to do 12/7 next. So again, make sure that when you plug it in, you're using parentheses or the fraction bar appropriately. Now you're going to be replacing it with 12/7 instead of 7/2. And when you plug that into your calculator, you do end up getting 1. So what that means then is that B is the correct answer.